Okay. Howdy, folks. Welcome back. Here we are, May 19th of 2022. Here's the loop going, and I'll let it play a few times to see if you guys can spot what's going on there. Just some CME activity, but there's something else going on in there, so I'll start pointing stuff out here in a minute. I'll let this loop go a couple of times. As you can see, we've had a couple of CMEs, this one down here, a couple coming up here, this one coming off the top up here. This is the northern pole of the sun. This CME coming off the northern pole of the sun. So there's all kinds of CME activity. Hello, sweet Jenna. Welcome. But tonight's thing, I'm going to point out something different that's going on here that doesn't seem to be too evident at the moment, but until I start pointing it out. We have what appears to be little objects coming out over here. There seems to be one there, maybe one up in here, but that's not what we're going to focus on tonight. Tonight I want to focus on this area down here in this CME because there's something going on here that's not normal. So I'm going to pull this up and zoom in. Let's get rid of the lights here. And what I want you guys to look at here carefully is the angle of this flow. The angle of this flow is going this way. It should be, whoopsie, let me adjust the screen, should be going down this direction. And you see this flow coming out at this weird angle. It's going across the flow. See this? It's going across this flow. So I want you to watch that carefully for a few rounds here. And there's a little white streak after this that's showing what direction the flow should be going, but this is coming out at an angle. So now we're going to go through this frame by frame here because there's a lot going on in this one here. And let me find my mouse here. Pull it over just a little bit more. And pause right about there, and let's back it up a little bit here. Okay, so here we backed it up here, and just to recap real quick, last video I was talking about these spikes coming off and how they indicate something coming. Well, this big bright patch is what's happening in this CME right here, and it comes out of this area, but it comes out at a different angle. Everything, the flow kind of goes out perpendicular to, where it is, like on a clock. The flow right here, whoopsie. Come back to me here. There we go, my bad there. Let's fix that. So, back to this flow down here. Oh, that's the 18th. I want the 19th. Here we go. So let's go to the next frame here. All right, so we pick back up here at the 19th. Here's our CME starting to emerge here. The instrument's reacting to it. But then our flow should be going this way. I want you to watch this little black object right here come out and go across the flow here. Okay, did you see that? And then as it exits, here comes this next stream, and look at the angle it's coming out at. This is not correct. It should, if it was coming out from here, it should be going down this way. But it's coming out from the South Pole and going at this angle. There's something there affecting this, and there appears to be a round object right here that looks stationary. Doesn't look like it's moving too much. Let me, whoops. Hang on, let me find that frame again. I messed up here. So, let's back up a little bit. So right about here. Now I'm going to blow this up a little bit. Hopefully the camera is capturing this. Try to go a little bit darker there. All right, See how this jet is originating from here? It should be going down in this direction, and it's not. It's curved and it's heading in across this flow at a weird angle. Here appears to be our round object right here. And as we go a couple more frames forward here, if I can get it just right, you'll see that streak. Look how these X's have all lined up in a row on that streak. Let me back up one frame right here and then blow it up a little bit. Okay, can you see how the streak has originated here? It's coming out at an angle and then it's bending again and going this way. And the X's are indicating this little kink, boom, this little change in the direction of this flow. So let me continue on through this a little bit more. You'll see this white streak reaching all the way across here now. Okay, here's our streak originating from here, reaching down, bending, and coming all the way across over here. Here's our round object. It appears to be kind of stationary here or moving out very slowly, and it's causing this stuff to bend and go around it. There we go. My bad. Sorry about that. So here, again, here, this object right here, we got this white streak that should be going straight out this way, but it's bending and going around this object. This object is affecting the flow of this plasma as it comes off the sun here. So let's go a couple more frames here. And here you can see our instrument is reacting to this object. It has a small little bow shock right here, and these two little X's on the back are reacting to this round object right there that is causing this interference and causing this flow to change direction. So let me go a couple more frames and then we'll put it back into motion here. And then one last thing I wanted to point out, I don't think the camera's catching it too well, but right down here is a little sundiver, except the trajectory that it's going at is headed towards this object. It's going in a line this way. It's not headed towards the sun. So the gravitation of this has attracted this comet to go in this direction. So whatever this is, it's bending this plasma coming out, and it appears to be attracting a comet as well. So let's put this back into motion now. I want you to watch that flow, how it crosses over the regular flow. See that? That's not normal. And then at the very end, this little sundiver comes in the last few frames, and the direction it's heading is right for this little round object right here. See if the camera picks up the sundiver. Maybe I'll blow it up a little bit more. We'll go right there. How's that? Yeah, that looks better. And you can even see one of these white streaks come out after the first object passes here. You see this white streak pointing in the right direction, and then you see everything going across it. And then right at the end down here, this little sundiver comes in the last couple of frames. Well, I don't know if the camera's picking it up very well, but so all the time now we're having different kind of activity, unexplained stuff that's not natural. This flow going across the regular flow, I dare anybody to explain what's going on here. This appears to be some kind of object that's coming out and it's going across the flow this way. And then we have another round stellar core or something causing this disturbance or whatever. Yeah, that flow is just, I've never seen it crisscross itself. Usually it all comes out the same angle, same direction, all the other stuff around it is. except in this occasion, this jet is coming out from down here at the South Pole and going that direction. So, we're picking up multiple objects at a time. We're picking up different kinds of objects. This almost looks like a disc-shaped object, if I dare say that, but when it comes out, it looks like it's some kind of disc shape, not round. This one appears to be spherical up here. It comes out really slowly and just kind of hangs out there. It seems to be causing this change of direction of flow. So we're having different kinds of activity too, you guys. Not only are we getting these flares, X flares, Earth-facing flares, Earth-facing X flares, but we have these objects going into the sun that I reported on a couple of days ago, and now we got stuff coming out and going across the flow. There's something going on here that's just not normal. I've been watching this instrument for a long time, and I've never seen the flow cross itself like that. So that tells me there's some kind of object that's causing this change in direction and this different kind of asymmetry that we're seeing here. So that was it for this episode. I just had to bring this to you because when I was looking at this, I thought, boy, that just doesn't look right. When you guys have watched this for a while and you look at it, I think you'll see that just doesn't look right. It's not going at the right angle. It just crosses its own kind of flow. So that tells me there's something there causing this to happen. And at one point here, let me see if I can find the frame here. Pause it right there. Well, let's see, maybe previous frame here. Let's see if we can capture this effect here. If you can see this white streak coming down here and this black streak going up there, they're almost directly across from each other. Something else is coming. Something's probably coming up and gonna come out of this area next time, I think. But it was just interesting that we had these two lines, nice long spikes, directly across from each other. Let's see if we can. There's a good shot of it right there. Maybe pull it down there. Okay, this white spike going up here and this white spike coming out here. They're almost lined up. So I think some other objects are back here interacting, and we're possibly going to see something occur in this zone tomorrow or in the coming future here. So let me just put this back into motion one time and close out with it. And then it appears there's other little objects here too that are popping out or coming into the magnetic field, and whatever that was a weird shaped little object there. Almost looked like a little fetus or something. The weird curled shape of it kind of. And then these CMEs coming off the North Pole. Usually our CMEs come off the sides and, in the middle here. It's rare that we have these CMEs coming off the North Pole. It looks like there was a small object in that one possibly too. They're not clear, but right in that area, right in there probably. So we got these objects creating CMEs, doing weird effects, causing asymmetrical flow and stuff like this now. So it's kind of evidence that there's something else out there affecting the sun. Something else is causing this. It's not just the sun shooting out stuff at weird angles. All this flow has always gone, perpendicular to the middle all the time, and now we got this weird coming out at an angle. So, and that the sun is right here in the center of this. It's not the surface isn't this big black circle. It's smaller. It's in here. So that came off way off the side of the sun. If the sun is right here in the middle, where'd that thing come from? Well, down below. So that's the stuff I'm pointing out, is this weird asymmetrical flow that's not normal, and it's new. I haven't seen anything quite this drastic where you can recognize a clear change in the flow there. So that's it for tonight. I thought I'd bring that to you guys so you can be updated. And I love you all. I miss you all. And until my next video, God bless you all. Bye.